Hello and welcome to Coding Demos. In this tutorial, we're going to learn how we can know the current language inside your device. By the end of this tutorial, we're going to have an app that looks like this. As you can see here in my emulator, I have two text views. The first text view shows you the language name, and the second text view shows you the language code. Alright, let's get started. So open up Android Studio. And the first thing that we need to do here is we need to add these two text views inside the layout file. So open up resource, open up the layout, and double click on the activity_main.xml file. So let's get these two text views. So to add them, just drag them here, the first text view and the second text view. So for the first text view, we're going to change the ID to text view, TV language, and then we're going to increase the text size, Android text size, and we'll give it 30 sp. And let's remove this text view, we don't need that. And we'll do the same thing for the second text view. So let's just copy the text size, paste it right here, delete the text, and change the ID to language code. All right, now close this file and open up the Java file. So close this resource, open up the Java, open up the main package, and double click on the main activity. So let's reference these two text views, text view, and we call it language name, and another text view, and we'll call this language code. And we declare another variable called locale, and we call it locale as well. So let's reference these two views. It's language name, find view by ID, r.id dot TV language, and language code, find view by ID, r.id dot TV language code. Alright, so we have the language name and we have the language code. The second thing we need to do is we need to work with the locale here. This locale API is the one that will provide us with the language name and the language code. So to be able to use that, we will do something like this. Locale equals to configuration compact, that's the one, dot get locales, choose that one, and here we need to pass in the configuration. So we'll do resources dot get system, resources dot get system dot get configuration. Alright, and then after that we'll end it with get, and we'll pass 0 as the index here, and finally end it with semicolon. So this locale will provide us with the language name and the language code. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get the language name and language code and set them inside these two text views. Let's do it right now. So language name, let's give space a bit. Alright, so language name dot set text, and we'll take locale, that's the variable that we have right now, dot get display name. So that get display name is the one that will give us the language name, as you have seen earlier today in the emulator. So locale.get display name, that's for the language name. As for the language code, we'll do language code.set text, we do locale.get language, that's the one. Okay, so what we did here is we have referenced these two views, the language and the language code. We have declared the locale, so that because of locale, this locale will give us access to the language name and the language code. And then we're setting the language name and the language code inside these two text views. So we call a locale.getDisplayName, and for the language code we call locale.getLanguage. So click on the run button and let's see how it looks like in the emulator. So I have my emulator here running. Click the one that you have running and tap on the OK button. Okay, so my emulator is running, and you can see here I have these two text views are showing perfectly with the values that we've set them based on the locale here. So we have the English as the language name, and for the language code we have EN right here. So you might be wondering from where we're getting these two values. They're actually from the device itself. It's either from the emulator, if you're running the app on the emulator, or it's from the device. And you can actually change these languages, right, from the phone settings. And we can do the same thing for the emulator. All right, so let's do it right now. What you can do is let's let's drag this to the top up. Okay, there you go. And then click on the settings, and then go to phone settings, go to the system, as you can see here, and then go to the language and input, and click on the languages. Now you can see here I have these three languages. So the first language is English. That's why when we go back to the app, we see language as is English and the code is EN. So if let's say we want to change the language, right, we'll do it like this. So we have Espanol. So drag this to the top, and you will notice the title here changes as well based on the current language. Now if we go back to the app, and you can see the text views have changed. All right, let's go back to the language settings, and let's choose, for example, Hindi. So drag this to the top, and you can see on the top here the language changed. If you go back to the app, and you can see it changed as well. All right, so that's basically it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you do give it a thumbs up, and do subscribe to the channel for more awesome tutorials. If you need any help with the code, do email me and I'll do my best to help you out. Again, thank you for watching and happy coding.